Hello everybody, this is GamerGar. I played 100 days of Stardew Valley as a socialite. A socialite is someone who loves the social scene, but I have made the social scene very difficult because of the challenges imposed in this video. This video took me multiple attempts and it took a lot of hours to make because of the challenges that I've implemented, but it was worth it in the end. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, then hit that subscribe button and help GamerGar grow. The more subscribers I get, the more motivation I get to make more 100-day challenge videos. Let's jump into the challenges. Challenge number 1. To attain max hearts with every NPC in the game, excluding Kent as he only appears in year 2. Challenge number 2. We can only give loved gifts to NPCs. This includes universal loved gifts, and we can also do quests as well. Challenge number 3. We need to find a partner for the Spring Flower Dance event. Challenge number 4. We have to marry at least 5 NPCs in the game. And the last challenge is to complete all birthday requests within the 100 days. It's day 1, we got our lovely free parsnip seeds, so we're going to plant those. We're also going to scourge the map for lovely forageables, and we're going to meet as many of the NPCs as possible. So we just met Haley and Shen today with a good few others, and the reason why we want to talk to all these NPCs is we got friendship points just for talking to them. Day number 2, we're going to make lovely spring seeds from all the forageables we've gathered. We're also going to pick up the fishing rod that Willie gave us, and we're trying to get as much fish as possible so we can start unlocking some of the endgame content to access other NPCs. Gus has a lovely rotating stock here, so we're going to get the Autumn's Bounty, which is going to come in real handy for Mary Lewis's birthday in a couple of days. I went back down to the beach and I continued to fish up as many fish as possible. I got a really nice treasure chest here, and inside I got a dried starfish which I give to Gunther just so I can complete a quest and get a nice 250 gold. It's a nice piece of money to start the game, certainly nothing to sniff at. On day 3 we get the rainy day, so we spent today getting as much catfish as possible. Catfish is a loved item for Willie, but we can also sell it to make some nice money. The problem at the moment is our inventory slots are very limited, so we try to get a backpack upgrade as quickly as possible. When I've caught enough fish, I run down to Willie and get the lovely fiberglass rod, and I also give him a catfish when I'm here because he loves this. On day number 4 we head up into the lake area and we get more fish up here. I also check Gus's rotating stock and he has pancakes, which is a great love gift for Jodie. I also do the help wanted quests because they're a great way to get friendship points with the NPCs around Stardew Valley too. I speak to Pierre today, finishing off the introduction quest, and I gift Jodie the pancakes, which she totally loves. She calls me a sweetheart. On day 5 I go down into the mines here. I'm going to try to get as many ores as possible so I can start make some furnaces and I can make some bars so I can upgrade some tools. It's also worth noting too that you can get diamonds and jades and all sorts of minerals down here that a lot of the NPCs love. Day number 6 here, I'm going to put down some crab pots because I want to get some snails as they're a loved gift for Vincent. So we're just going to use snails for Vincent for the majority of the playthrough. Day 7, it's Mary Lewis's birthday. We give him the Autumn's Bounty and he's very happy with that. We get huge friendship multipliers when we give people loved gifts on their birthdays, so we can expect to get between 2 and 3 hearts with them. I cut down trees today just so I can make more chests. I do a help wanted quest today. Linus just wants a quartz, that'll be easy to do. I also got a snail here from one of the crab pots, so I can give that to Vincent. So I give Linus his quartz, that's another quest completed, and he's really happy. I'm going to get Robin to build me a coop today because I want to get rabbits as quickly as possible for the rabbit's foots. On day 8 I have a bit of money, so I purchased tons of tulips off Pierre. And day number 9 the forageables have grown, so I'm going to harvest all these and make even more spring seeds. And they're going to come in real handy later on. I got super lucky in the treasure chest on day 9. And I got a treasure chest for 5,000 gold we can sell that for. It was Vincent's birthday on the 10th, so we're going to give him a snail. More fishing. Got pieces of wood. I'll take anything I can get, to be honest. It's all going to contribute. Give Robin her last axe for more friendship points, and I treat myself to a lovely backpack upgrade for 2,000 gold. It's definitely worth it. Give Vincent another snail on the 11th, and I purchase some salads off Gus, so we can give those to Leah, and we can give spaghetti to Robin. And I give Clint here an aquamarine because he loves those. Willie another catfish. We give Pam a parsnip, and we give Emily an amethyst. We purchase a few more supplies off Gus, and we find Abigail here and we give her an amethyst, and we give Leah a nice salad, and we give Shane a bear because we all know Shane loves his bears. On the 12th I get a pink cake from Gus's rotating stock, and I also get level 10 fishing, so I sell all the fish that I've accumulated and make a huge amount of money, almost 38,000 gold from all the fish that I've got. Demetrius visits me and I select the Bat's Cave because the bats can generate oranges, which is a loved gift for Gus. So it's strawberry day today. I'm going to get as many strawberries as possible, and we're going to put the strawberries into a greenhouse. So we're not going to plant them straight away, we're going to use our lovely greenhouse tactic. And if you've watched my previous videos, you know at this rate how effective the strawberry greenhouse tactic can be. So it's Haley's birthday, we give her the pink cake we got from Gus's rotating stock, and we give Evelyn a tulip. I also get the George membership here, and I show Clint some copper ores just to complete a help wanted quest, and he's very happy with that. So the quests are a great way to get the friendship points up. We get a rainy day on the 15th, so it's back to getting catfish. We'll keep some and we'll sell some. Time for the first upgrade. We're going to go with the greenhouse so we can get those strawberries put down as quickly as possible, and that'll be our main source of income for the game. I get the legend also today on the 15th because it's rained and I maxed out my fishing, so I said why not, let's take it on. I plant my strawberries on the 16th, and this is going to make for a magnificent money maker for the entirety of the game. This is going to pay for all the items we need from Gus, so we can give loads of love gifts to people. So on the 17th here I got a fried eel from Gus's trash can. It's rare when it happens, but it's so great when it does. So I give anchovies here to Willie as a help wanted quest to get more friendship points with him. I also talked to him a few times for some more, and I get my pickaxe upgraded with Clint. I also go into the George Mart and I give Jodie the fried eel that I got, and she's very happy with that. So Jodie is very hard when it comes to loved gifts, so if I see things in Gus's rotating stock, I pick them up straight away. I buy a couple of more bears, a couple of more salads, I get a couple of spaghettis as well from Gus. We're also going to pick up some coffees because Harvey loves coffee. And he also has a rhubarb pie for his rotating stock today, so we're going to get that. We'll give Jodie the rhubarb pie because she loves that. We'll give Shane a bear. He is working, but sure, look, what Morris doesn't see won't hurt. We also give Pam a bear because she loves bear. We give Robin a spaghetti, and we give Leah a salad. And she's very happy with that. We're also going to go to Clint today, and we're going to get our copper pickaxe off him so we can ascend more into the mines. And we're going to give him the copper, we're going to give him the axe to upgrade to the copper axe, because we want to get the axe upgraded as quickly as possible as well. Back down into the mines here on the 19th, and I get really lucky and I find some nice diamond veins which I harvest, and I'm going to give Sebastian there a frozen tear because he loves that, which I got from the mines, Harvey a coffee, Shane a beer, and we give the wizard a solar essence. The wizard loves solar essences and void essences, so they're really easy to get down in the mines. So I make my way to the mines now here on day 20, and I gave Sam a smallmouth bass because he wanted one there for the help wanted quest. I also got a Neptune's glaive out of the treasure chest, so I'm just using that now at the moment. We'll try to upgrade that soon though, because it's not too great when it comes to the end game enemies. I got down to floor 100 and I got my first lovely star drop, which increases my maximum energy. Another diamond vein, so we'll absolutely welcome that. A second diamond vein today on the 22nd, super lucky today. Certain people do love diamonds, so we won't sell the diamonds or give them to Gunther. Instead, we'll gift them to NPCs who love them. Jodie loves diamonds. So, again, it's back to gifting. Story of my life. So, as you can see here, I just got level 5 foraging. We're going to go with the gatherer profession. And the strawberries can be harvested, so we're going to collect all the strawberries today on the 24th. I also went to the flower dance event and I asked Shane to dance with me because I have the most hearts with him. He said yes, which is great. So not only is that the first challenge completed in this video, but we're also going to get additional hearts with Shane because we danced with him during this event, which is great. Level 5 farming at the end of today and we get the tiller, so crops are worth more. Back to the Georgia Mart, we're going to get the bus upgrade so we can go to the desert and access the Skull Cavern and also access Sandy, who is an NPC out in the desert that we can befriend. I also going to get a coop upgrade here So that's the second coop upgrade, one more to go, and I also treat myself to a nice backpack upgrade to unlock all the inventory slots. So I give George a leek, and I'm going to give Sandy here a daffodil. Back down into the mines, and this time it's the skull cavern, so I'm just going to try to get some rabbit's foots, and I got really lucky in the skull cavern, so we gave a rabbit's foot to Pierre on his birthday today, and I also gave Linus a nice coconut, and I got some crag cakes to give to Elliot. So I'm in the saloon here on a Friday afternoon, and it's a great way to kind of catch up with all the NPCs because a lot of them go to the saloon on a Friday. The next day there was a dispute between Emily and Haley, and I kind of took Emily's side and I said, Haley, why not have this be your one weekly job, because Haley is a tad bit lazy. I did make it up to her, however, and I gave her the pink cake afterwards. I gave Emily a ruby for her birthday, she was very happy with that, and I gave Sandy a daffodil. I purchased some cactus seeds because cactuses are loved by Sam and they're also loved by Linus. So I'm going to make some garden pots and I'm going to grow some cactuses inside the greenhouse just to make those NPCs easy. So we hand Sebastian a nice pumpkin soup, which we got from Gus's rotating stock, and then we get a cool scene with Shane here, where we get to have a nice couple of cold ones by the lake area. Shane is a real interesting NPC because he starts out as a bit of an alcoholic and a bit of a waster, but he really comes out of his shell and tries to be better. So we have just entered summer, and we're going to jump on this opportunity by purchasing lots of spangle seeds. We can gift those to Caroline, and pepper seeds. We can use peppers for Mayor Lewis. So that is going to be 2 NPCs made very easy to maximise the hearts with. I also get a sashimi here from Gus, and I purchased sunflower seeds in the Georgia Mart because they're a lot cheaper to purchase here than they are off Pierre. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the sunflowers to gift to Haley because she absolutely loves sunflowers. We get another scene with Shane, and he's in a real bad way at the moment. He's after drinking a bit too much and he's on the ground here in pain. So we bring him to Harvey, and hopefully Harvey will be able to fix him up for us. Into the skull cavern, and I got some diamonds, which is really nice. The next day Shane visited me, and he's just saying thanks very much for looking out for me, and he's going to take things a little more serious from now on, which is great. He doesn't want to be a burden to anyone. So this is kind of when Shane starts to get better, which is great. I make some quality sprinklers here for the crops on the farm, and we do a help wanted quest here for Pierre. He wants a largemouth bass. I also get a lobster here from a crab pot, so I can give that to Elliot. And I also give Pierre his largemouth bass just for the help wanted quest, so we get some money for that, and we also get some nice friendship points. I have a ton of geodes saved up, so I'm going to get Clint to break them all open, and we're going to give all the artifacts and minerals to Gunther because we need to get down to Krobus as quickly as possible to start getting his affinity up with us. I also have enough resources and gold gathered to finally upgrade the coop to the deluxe coop so we can start getting those rabbits. 3 pink cakes we can get from Gus's rotating stock today, and which really works out for me because I was able to give Jas a nice birthday present. Gunther visits me the next day and he's going to give me the key to the sewers. I then went up to visit Maru, and I get a very interesting cutscene here between myself, Maru and Demetrius. So Demetrius basically has a little chat with me, and he says, he doesn't want me messing up Maru's future, and we take offence to that. So we're going to tell Maru the truth and say, actually your dad was being a bit weird, Maru. So Demetrius isn't too impressed with that, but it's good to be honest, right? Plus I don't like Demetrius that much. So I'm going to put down a chest in Sandy's little shop here. I'm going to fill him up with daffodils. That way every time I go down to visit Sandy, her love gifts will be right beside her in a chest. I also fish up some sandfish because Penny absolutely loves sandfish and they're very easy to get in the desert. So the hot peppers have finally come to fruition. We're going to harvest all these, and that is basically Mayor Lewis in the bag. I put another chest down in the stores here where Krobus is, and I'm going to put wild horseradishes into this chest because Krobus absolutely loves wild horseradishes. And that's why it's so important to get the spring seeds as many as you can in spring, because Krobus loves the wild horseradishes, Sandy loves the daffodils, and George loves the leeks. So I got a rabbit here, I'm going to call it Lucky Roo. Hopefully he's going to give me many rabbit's foots. I also picked up Mayor Lewis's shorts. And if we talk to Marnie with the shorts, she doesn't know what they are. So I give the shorts back to Mayor Lewis for some more friendship points, and we're going to get a nice bit of gold as well from completing that quest. So it's a nice bit of comedy to have in the game. I'm going to put a chest here beside the dwarf. I'm going to fill it up with topazes that I got from the Skull Cavern and from the mines because the dwarf loves topazes. I'm also going to get Robin to build a fish pond, and I'm going to fill this up with catfish, and that will basically make Willy a lot easier to gift because he loves catfishes. A help wanted quest here for Sandy, so we'll take that. And we also give Leah a salad today. We're going to give Sam a pizza, and we're going to top it off by giving Vincent a nice snail. So I got the sashimi cooking recipe from Linus, and that means I can mass produce sashimi, but I need to upgrade my house first so I can cook it, and then Sebastian is going to be in the bag for us. So it's Gus's birthday today. We're going to give him an orange we got from the Batcave, and we also upgrade the minecarts. So that is going to be some nice fast travel for us. The next day was a major harvest day, so we have the lovely hot peppers, the sunflowers, and the lovely spangles. So that's going to be tons of loved gifts for everyone. So I put a chest in Haley and Emily's house, and I filled it up with sunflowers. I also go to Clint, and I want him to upgrade my axe to a steel axe so I can start cutting down those big hardwood logs. So I give Maru a strawberry. Demetrius also loves the strawberries as well, so they're very easy to get the hearts up with. We're going to go with the bridge upgrade today in the Georgia Mart so we can get that lovely golden scythe. Off to the luau, and we put in a gold cauliflower, and this is going to give us lots of hearts with loads of the NPCs. So this is a must go to event if you want to build up relationships very quickly with a lot of the NPCs around Stardew Valley. A gold cauliflower is one of the best things you can put into that soup. We're going to get the last upgrade today, which is panning, and that is going to complete all of the lovely development bundles. We get our steel axe back, and a new adventure now begins where we need to fix up the boat to get to Ginger Island as quickly as possible. I get really lucky today, and I get a rabbit's foot, which is absolutely amazing luck. And just going to show you here all the money I made, and this is primarily from selling peppers, strawberries, and cactus fruit, because I have so much of all those items already. I can just sell the ones I don't need. So the catfish wanted copper bars, they got just that. Today was Alex's birthday, and we give him a rabbit's foot. So lots of extra friendship with Alex. So I purchased a duck today and a couple of rabbits, and the reason why I purchased the duck is because Leo loves duck feathers. So we're just getting set up in advance. I purchased lots of hay from Marnie because the animals now are increasing exponentially. We need to keep them fed, we need to keep them happy. Another help wanted quest for Sam, he wants a green algae, and I give Harvey a nice coffee. I also put a chest inside Caroline's kitchen here with spangles, just to make gifting her much easier. I also go to Clint and I get back my lovely steel pickaxe, and I go into the quarry cave and I get the lovely golden scythe. The quarry cave is also a great way to try to get magic rock candies and rings from the haunted skulls. So Morris chose a little bit of a celebration for me because we completed all of these lovely bundles, and I also got a bouquet from Pierre which I gave to Shane because I'm going to marry Shane first. I also got Robin to upgrade my house so Shane can move in. So I'm going to give the dwarf a nice topaz today to make him happy, and I give Penny an iron bar as a help wanted quest. Raw's going to give her a sandfish because she loves those. I got a nice prismatic shard today in the Skull Cavern, but we're not going to get the Galaxy Sword. We're going to use that instead as a loved gift for someone. It's back to Gus, and we're going to stock up on lovely spaghettis, coffee, pizza, and beer, and salads of course, just so we can gift other NPCs. I've acquired all the mats to repair the boat, I got iridium bars, I got the battery packs, and I even got the hardwood so we can get down to Ginger Island and we can meet Leo, which we also need to max out with a friendship. And that is one of the biggest challenges of this run, was to get to Ginger Island to max out Leo. Let's see if we can max him out. Sam is inviting me to see his band play in Zuzu City, so that's very exciting indeed. And we just get the boat down here to Ginger Island as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to very quickly pick up a few golden walnuts and unlock the farm over here, just to make the island a little bit more accessible when it comes to talking to Leo. So there's a few golden walnuts around, they're very easy to get. I'm not going to show them all, just going to show a few. So the first three here are very simple to get. We'll give one to the parrot here, and this is going to give us access to Leo, so we can start gifting him some goodies. There are golden walnuts hidden all over Ginger Island. You can hoe a lot of them up out of the ground. There's also puzzles you can do as well that will give you golden walnuts. There's an X there, you can get a golden walnut from that. So I get the parrots to upgrade my house here to a livable house so we can sleep here. I'm going to give Leo a rabbit's foot the next day, which makes him really happy. So he loves a few things. He loves duck feathers, but we don't have a duck feather just yet, so I had to give him the rabbit's foot just to get started on him. So it's Demetrius' birthday today, and even though we don't like Demetrius, we have to complete the challenge to give every single, person a birthday gift when it's their birthday. So I'm going to say, how would you classify a tomato? We're going to go with vegetable. I honestly think it's a vegetable, not a fruit. That's just my opinion though. Demetrius doesn't like that too much, but you know what? He's welcome to his opinion. We give Leo a prismatic shard, and I made it to level 10 in the forge, and I get another prismatic shard. We're not going to upgrade that to an infinity sword. Instead, we're going to give that to someone. Some lucky NPC. Except Haley, she doesn't like prismatic shards at all. I also got a secret note, so I was able to hoe up a lovely pearl, which is another universal loved gift, so I can give that to someone too. I accumulated enough friendship with Caroline, so she now invites me into her lovely green tea room, and she's going to give me the recipe to make green tea. We won't be making green tea because we have spangles instead, that we can just give it to Caroline. So I'm going to say her room is very beautiful, which it is. It's a nice aesthetic to the game. I get a cool cutscene here with Elliot. We're going to have a couple of drinks, and I'm going to say to our friendship, that's a great idea, here's to us. So Elliot orders his finest ales from Gus. We're going to have a couple of drinks. We're going to have a great day. Very strong stuff indeed, Elliot. Elliot's a great NPC. I love his character progression. So we're going to give Krobus another wild horseradish today. And Leah brought me a gift the next day. It's a sculpture she's been working on. It's actually a really cool sculpture. So we're going to place that in our farm for all to see. Thank you very much, Leah. So that is Leah's sculpture received. And I'll probably place it beside the chest there. We go back to the dwarf today, and today's his birthday, but there was an error with the footage, so I couldn't actually show myself giving him a birthday gift. But just so you know, he absolutely got a topaz. Later on that day, we went to a concert to see Sam play, and he's in a band here with Abigail and Sebastian, and they're called the Pelicans. The Pelicans from Pelican Town. And if you look to the right, you'll actually see Linus rooting through a bin. The next day, we took a couple of pictures with Haley, and things got a bit out of hand. She jumped on the cow, but she fell off into the dirt. How is Haley going to respond to that? Oh no, Haley. She actually responds quite well, and she giggles, and she has a great time. And this is what I love about Haley. She starts off a little bit stuck up, but when you get to know her, she really turns it around, and she turns into, for me anyway, a very lovable character of Stardew Valley. So we give Willie another catfish today, and we're getting the hearts up with him. We should have him maxed out fairly soon because we have an abundance of catfish. We also talk to him as well. It's a rainy day, so I go into the secret woods to get even more catfish just to keep on top of Willie. We go to Marnie today. We're going to purchase a couple of more animals. We're going to get more rabbits to get more rabbits' foots. So we're going to get a Rartany. That's what the rabbit was called. And I'm going to purchase some more hay off Marnie as well, just to keep everything fed. Now there is plenty of grass outside the farm, but I get hay just in case. So I'm going to purchase a mermaid's pendant here. Guess which NPC we are going to give it to. We'll find out in a few seconds. First, we're going to go to Leo and give him a birthday gift. We're going to give him a duck's feather. And we are going to give Shane the mermaid pendant. Yes, we are going to marry Shane, everybody. And we just go to Sandy here as well. We're going to give her a nice daffodil just to get the hearts up with her today. So we're getting through summer fairly quickly. So I visit the Hat Mouse today, and I'm going to purchase a nice cool cap for myself, just so I can look a little bit better for the wedding that's coming up with myself and Shane. So exciting times lie ahead. So the event we go to here is the one at the end of summer. It's called the Dance of the Moonlight Jellies, and it's a very nice visual event, but you can also pick up a seafoam pudding here if you want that extra perk for fishing. So this marks more or less the end of summer. The next day, the wedding finally takes place, and we get married to Shane. And he's going to be the first NPC that we're going to marry in this game, but not the last. For the honeymoon we go and watch the tunnelers play, and they scored a goal, so it was a good honeymoon that we had. So we finally get access to the special orders quests. We're going to go with Pierre's Prime Produce, 25 gold star vegetables. One of the best ways to do this one is to just get cheap vegetables. Eggplant seeds are the perfect choice as they regrow all the time. Ross going to give Penny a lovely birthday gift. We're going to give her a sandfish. That's another birthday done and dusted. Ross going to visit Leo today on Ginger Island. And we're going to give him a lovely duck feather to increase friendship with him. So that is Leo sorted. Another help wanted quest, 40 copper ores for Clint. 420 gold on delivery, but more importantly, it's going to make Clint happy. So we're going to go down to the mines today, just the regular mines, and we're going to farm some copper ores just so we can hand those into Clint. Willie also gives us a quest to fish up 4 albacore, so we'll do that as well. We're also going to give Elliot a birthday gift today. We're going to give him a lobster because he loves those. So the crab pots are really paying off for us with Elliot. Fished up a couple of albacores today to complete the quest for Willie. And our eggplants have finally come to fruition. So we're going to harvest all those. I got 25 gold ones. I'm going to put those in Pierre's bin. And we're going to get 2,500 gold for that. But more importantly, we're going to get friendship points from Pierre. I got a pink cake from a big red slime here in the regular mine, so that was rare. It's also very nice though. And I get some nice rabbit's foot as well for my rabbits, which we give to Alex. Alex is one of the hardest NPCs to get loved gifts for. I haven't got anything from Gus's rotating stock yet, so if I get prismatic shards or rabbit's foots, they have to go to Alex. I get a star drop off Shane for accumulating extra hearts with him. Thank you very much, Shane. Picked up picked up a duck feather and a rabbit's foot again today, so the rabbits are really, really paying off. I'm going to go with the juicy bugs wanted just to maximise more hearts with Willie. And I get a cool cutscene here with Penny where she makes a dish for me. It's not the best tasting dish, but I'm going to lie and say that was delicious. Take my advice, if someone ever makes you food, tell them it was the best food you ever had. Otherwise they won't make you food anymore. And I tell you that from experience. So Penny is going to name the dish after me. Thank you very much, Penny. Chili the GamerGar. Some of the scenes in this game are so funny. So how about we watch a movie or something? Sure, Penny, let's put on Netflix. So we're going down into the mines today, and we're just trying to get as much bug meat as possible so we can complete that special orders quest. I also went into the mutated bug lair to slay more bugs. We give Linus his basket that he's missing. And we're also going to surprise him with a cactus fruit because he loves those. So today, Elliot finally finished his book and he's going to read it out. And it's a real cool book that he's going to read. So he looks around the room and most of the NPCs have gathered to hear what he has to say. So let's see what he's going to read. Chapter 1. Commander Yutkin stepped through the golden archway as the airlock snapped shut behind him. Today was his first day on planet Yazo, and all 14 of the Alliance delegates had been summoned to the Grand Spire. Very interesting sci-fi book indeed. Just a few people left though, and as the 7th moon descended beneath the horizon, the planet Yazo would begin its sinister transformation, an event from which Commander Yutkin was completely unprepared. And there is your story time from GamerGar. So I complete the Juicy Bugs Wanted special orders quest. I get more money and more friendship points from Willie, and we give Leo another feather. So as we can see, we get lovely more fairy roses today, and we're going to give fairy roses to Jazz because she absolutely loves those. We're going to give a diamond to Jodie here too because we got some diamonds from going down into the mines. Leo another duck feather, and that's primarily what we're going to give Leo all the time. So I'm going to put fairy roses into a chest here in our Marnie's house because Jazz always seems to be playing outside. So I'm getting low on catfish, so I'm just going to pull a few out of the fishing pond. I get 3 complete breakfasts from Gus, praise the Lord. We can give those to Alex to get his hearts up. Shane has somehow managed to find a way past my furnaces, and he seems to be doing squats with a chicken. But look, who am I to say that's strange? we get a really cool cutscene here where Willie invites Linus over to try to persuade Leo to come back to Stardew Valley. Linus makes a couple of cool bird sounds. Leo finds it a bit weird, but imitates. And we're going to ask him to come back and move into Stardew Valley with us. This is actually a hilarious scene once you accumulate enough hearts with Leo. Hello, Leo. My name's Linus. I've heard all about you and your parrot family. It's really something special. So, long story short, Leo comes back and the parrots build him a cool treehouse where he can live in Stardew Valley. And it's right beside Linus's tent. So we're going to take the prismatic jelly quest today because we need to get a couple of more hearts with the wizard, and this is a great way to do it. So I'm going to give a fairy rose to Jess today just to get the hearts up with her, and we're going to talk to her a few times as well to get those extra friendship points. It's back to the desert and it's more daffodils for Sandy, and it's more spangles for Caroline, just so we get the hearts up with her too. So we're going to go to the Stardew Valley Fair today, and I wasn't prepared for it at all, so I got second place. I was very surprised. I literally just put stuff that I got from Gus into the shelf. I did, however, get the star drop while I was here, and I spammed floor 5 until the prismatic slime appeared. It took a long time for it to pop up, but we got it eventually. It has quite a lot of HP, so it did take a while for me to kill it. So that is the prismatic jelly we can hand into the wizard. And that's going to get us a lot of friendship points with him. And it's going to get us some nice money as well. So we get 5,000 gold from that one. That was definitely worth it. As a reward, we get the Monster Musk, which is a great way to farm monster parts. I'm going to purchase loads of bouquets from Pierre, and we are going to give them to all of the single NPCs in the game. So things are going to get very interesting. So we're going to give one to Abigail here. I didn't know how you felt this way. Last night she had a dream that her left hand turned into an elf. That's great, Abigail. You just do you. I'm going to give one to Maru. Oh, we're going to give one to Harvey as well. Yes, Harvey, we want to get more serious. We're going to give one to Haley. She'll accept. Thank you very much. We're going to give one to Penny. We're going to give one to Leah. We're also going to give one to Emily. And we're going to give one to lovely Sam. Oh, look at him blush. We're going to give Marnie a diamond because she loves those. Oh, we won't forget Sebastian. We give him one as well. And we're going to give one to Elliot. So we get a cool scene here with Maru and her robot that she made. But the robot doesn't want to serve Demetrius and Robin. Instead, it wants its own freedom. So it blasts off into space, never to be seen again. So we get a really cool scene here of the robot just taking off into the unknown. We also get a really cool scene here with Penny, and she says, do you know why I asked you here tonight? I'm going to say, you wanted to see me in my bathing suit. She says, no. But then she turns around again, and she says, how do I say this? I've been meaning to tell you for a while now about how I feel. I can't stop thinking about you. I've never felt this way about anyone. So I'm going to say, I feel the same way about you, just to add a little bit of spice to our 100-day playthrough here. I'll always remember this night. And the game then cuts short because, obviously it's a family game. The next day we're going to give Robin here some spaghetti just to get the hearts up, and we max out her hearts because we see the star on her portrait. Leah here surprises us with a nice meal, so there's a battle going on here between the single NPCs to get married to us next. Kel comes out of nowhere and tries to ruin my day, so we're going to punch Kel in the face because I never did that before. Normally I select the peaceful option. Leah says, oh my god, and she looks at him for a second, then she says, let's get out of here. I don't think Kel will be bothering us anymore. It's very cold from Leah there. Elliot fixes up a boat that was outside of his cabin, and we go out into the sea where Elliot expresses his feelings for us, and we give him a nice big kiss, because why not? GamerGar, you're trembling, and we're going to say, I am happy. And he says, I was worried you might not feel this way about another man. And that's the beauty of Stardew Valley, total freedom. So we give Alex a bouquet today, and I think that's all of the NPCs that you can give bouquets to in the game. So next up we get a really funny scene here with Jodie, and she said she thought she heard some weird noises. Sam says, "No mum, I was just doing push-ups. I want to beat Dad at arm wrestling someday." And when he says Dad, he's talking about Kent, who actually comes in here too. Jodie giggles and says, "Okay, well good luck, I'll see you in the morning." I wonder, does Jodie really know what's going on? Sam says, "Good night, mum." So then Sam turns around and he looks at us, he says, "Whew, that was close." Then he says, "GamerGar, and I have an option here, get out of bed or stay put." I decided to stay put because I'm nice and cozy in his bed at the moment. And then Sam gets into the bed too, and we cuddle up for the night. I always knew there was something special between us. Ah, thanks Sam. After that, we do a cool camp out with Emily, and a bear comes out of nowhere, which frightens the absolute death out of us. So we run into the tent, and the bear then starts sniffing around, and Emily is terrified. Then the bear backs away, and Emily then will tell us that the sleeping bag was left outside, so there's only one sleeping bag in the tent. So Emily says, "A bear, I hope he's not hungry." Yeah, I hope so too, Emily, because I'd be throwing you outside if he was. Or we could just give him some maple syrup as well, because he loves maple syrup. We find that out later on, that the bear loves maple syrup. So we're rummaging around the tent looking for that sleeping bag. She says, "Oh, the other sleeping bag is still outside. No way am I going back out there." GamerGar, you don't mind sharing a sleeping bag with me, do you? So we'll probably get a couple of options here now that we can select once the tent stops shaking. Oh, we don't actually get options. I suppose we just go with the flow. So we're going to give Leo a few more gifts today, and we max out his hearts. And we get a really cool scene here now with Haley, where we get to kiss her inside her cool photo room, which is located at the back of their house. Oh, GamerGar, I've been waiting so long for you to do that. If Haley only knew that I'm such a player and I'm doing this with all of the single NPCs. Then she says, "One moment," and she's going to dim down the lights a little bit, just to give us a bit of privacy. And that is another cool event. So we're going to file a divorce here, 50,000 gold to divorce someone in the game. But we have to do it so we can get the challenge underway. We're going to give George a lovely leak, and that maxes out his friendship because he has a nice iridium star on his portrait. I try to confront Shane here and tell him that I'm sorry about the divorce, but he says leave me alone. And that's really sad because I was hoping we could at least be friends. So that's quite unfortunate. And now I have to watch as Shane moves on with his life as he goes back to work in the Georgia Mart. Poor Shane. Let's all wish him the best. Stardew Valley can be tough sometimes. But anyways, back to the old marina here. We're going to purchase a mermaid's pendant. Who is the next NPC that we're going to marry? Yes, it is Maru, one of the most intelligent NPCs in the game. We are going to marry Maru next. So she's going to set up the wedding in 3 days, which is great. And the reason why I chose Mario next is because I just wanted to get a one-up on Demetrius. I'm going to take his daughter away. Back into the Skull Cavern for some resources. I'm looking for diamonds. But I get an auto grabber out of a chest, which is really nice. That means now that I don't have to keep collecting the wool and the duck feathers and the rabbit's foots. The auto grabber will just do that for me. I also get a nice golden pumpkin, which is a universal loved gift. And the day after, we get married to Maru, which is absolutely fantastic. She says the wedding was wonderful, but we can't forget about the farm. Time to get to work, and I give her a nice kiss. I also go down to my best bro Krobus. I give him a nice wild horseradish, which he loves. So on the day of the wedding, we're going to file another divorce because I'm just not feeling it with Maru at the moment. A few minutes with her was okay with myself. It's time to move on and explore other options. Krobus says Krobus means bridge crosser in their language, which is really interesting. And we get a real cool scene here with Leo, where Linus is teaching him how to cook food. Penny is also educating him, and Willie is teaching him to fish, which is really cool. I like that all of the NPCs kind of chip in and teach him their skills. What I don't like here is that he's stalking Jas a bit and he runs off because he's really shy. But then he goes back into his little house and he says, "It's a beautiful world, friends." And it is an absolutely, Stardew Valley is a beautiful world, and I'm glad to be part of it. So really nice dialogue there. On the same day, we get to go into a hot air balloon here with Harvey, and Harvey is absolutely terrified of heights. So it's really impressive to see Harvey try to conquer his fears. And we hug each other then in the balloon, and we get a cool scene here with the birds flying past. So it's back to Alex. We're trying to maximize his heart, so I give him that golden pumpkin that I got. Back to the old marina. We're going to pay 5,000 gold for another mermaid pendant. Who are we going to marry next in the game? Let's go with Sebastian. We might as well get through one family at a time, I say. So it's Sebastian next. We'll have the ceremony in 3 days. We're going to have a great time. It's going to be a great wedding, a day to remember. Into Linus's tent here. We're going to give him a nice cactus fruit as a birthday gift. He's very happy with that. So that is another birthday out of the way with Linus. On to the next day. Just going to give you a quick overview as to how we're doing. So we have most of the NPCs maxed out. There's just a few NPCs to go at the bottom here. So we basically have Leo, Caroline and Alex. And they were the hardest NPCs to do because Leo was late game. Alex is just so hard to do with loved gifts. And Caroline, we had to wait until summer to get those spangles. So we almost have that challenge completed to max out all of the NPCs. So today was another big day. We had the wedding with Sebastian. Maru, for some strange reason, wasn't there, being his sister and all, which was unfortunate. The wedding was wonderful, wasn't it there? Oh, it was absolutely magnificent, Sebastian. Well, we can't forget about the farm. Time to get to work. And I did get to work by going back to Merluce's house and filing the divorce paper. 50,000 gold. Getting divorced is so expensive. Back to the old marina, and you've probably noticed too that it's raining in winter. This is because I'm activating rain totems that I got in Skull Cavern. Just to point that out if you're wondering. Next up, we're gonna marry Emily. I have a real good vibe with Emily. I like her character. I also like her parrot. So we're going to marry her and invite her into the farm to live with us. So that's something to look forward to. We're also going to gift Caroline a spangle today, and we get the Iridium Heart 10 out of 10 friendship with Caroline. Excellent. That is another NPC ticked off the list. So just a quick overview now. We just have Alex and Leo to go for the challenge to be completed to max out all of the NPC's hearts in the game. We're going to go back to Alex there with a rabbit's foot that I got from one of my rabbits. God bless him. Rabbits in this game seem to have an unlimited amount of foots. Super regenerative abilities. We maxed out Alex there. I gave Leo a gift, but it wasn't enough. But I did talk to him. And the very, very few friendship points you get from talking to NPCs paid off. And it maxed out Leo. And that's all of the NPCs in the game fully maxed out. Excellent. That is the big challenge for this 100-day playthrough of Stardew Valley completed. What an adventure. But the fun doesn't end here. We still have weddings to get on with. So I went to a cool event today, the fishing event, and I spoke to Shane to see if he had a change of heart, but he didn't. He doesn't want to talk to me. What about Sebastian? He says, why do you keep bothering me? I just want to forget about you. Very, very harsh words from Sebastian. Let's go over to Maru. She seems to be having fun here with the snowman. We have nothing to say to each other. Oh, Maru, that's so sad. So today was a real sad day for me. Lots of exes around. Lots of divorcees. As a result, I didn't win the fishing event. Willie actually won because my heart just wasn't in it because of what everyone said to me. So I blame those NPCs for losing the event today. But the marriage the next day made up for all that. I got married to lovely Emily. It was missing a few people, but we'll get over that. And then Emily says, we can't forget about the farm. Time to get to work. Yes, Emily, I'm going to get to work by visiting Mayor Lewis's office and finding divorce papers. 50,000 gold. We're almost broke from divorcing people. But hey, that's the challenge, folks. So I paid 50,000 gold. I went to the Dark Shrine of Memory. I paid a further 30,000 gold. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to give Sebastian a gift on his birthday, which would have meant that I wouldn't have been able to complete the challenge to give everyone a loved gift on their birthday. There we go. You remember my birthday. I'm impressed. Thanks. Yes, Sebastian, and thank God you didn't remember what I'd done to you a few days ago. If you aren't busy, I don't mind if you stick around. Trust me, Sebastian, you don't want me sticking around, buddy. So it's another rainy day, back to the old marina to buy another mermaid pendant. Who are we going to give this to? We are going to go to Haley this time. And this will be another family that we've married. So we've went through Maru, Sebastian, Emily, and now Haley. And of course, we can't forget lovely Shane. So that is Haley in the bag. We also get a really cool cutscene here with Alex, and he tells us how he feels. I tell him I feel the same way, and then he enjoys his lovely steak. He says, the steak is outstanding. Can't you smell that fragrant sauce? I actually had a steak a few days ago in a restaurant in Limerick. It was lovely. I couldn't really do anything today, so I decided to play Junimo Kart. I got to the 3rd level. See if you can beat the 3rd level. Emma Lucian. Shout out to Emma Lucian. Watch her videos if you haven't. They're amazing. She does really cool streams. So I got married to Haley today. The wedding was wonderful, wasn't it, dear? Yes, it was. Well, we can't forget about the farm. Time to get to work. And we're going to get to work, all right, by going back to Mayor Lewis's house and filing divorce papers. 50,000 gold. We are now officially broke with only 2,500 gold left. So instead of buying another mermaid's pendant, we're going to get the Void Ghost pendant, and we are going to give this to Krobus. We're going to get lovely Krobus to move in with us instead. A Void Ghost pendant. How did you? Oh, wow. GamerGar, yes, I'll come live with you if you like, but we have to keep it a secret from everyone. I'll be at your house in a few days. GamerGar, I'm afraid we'll have to keep this a secret. Neither my people nor yours would accept us living together. Ah. So, Krobus, best buds for life, and to celebrate, we're going to give him another lovely wild horseradish for him to enjoy. We're also going to go to Harvey here because it's his birthday today. We're going to give him a lovely coffee, and Harvey's really happy with that. So on the next day here, there wasn't much to do, so I just went down to this special event here, the night market. Emily wasn't too impressed to see me, unfortunately, so I ended up getting a free coffee, and then that made things a little bit better. So that is a nice free coffee in the bag. We'll drink that to warm the bones, and we're going to call it a day. So we finally made it to day 100, and we've basically maxed out every single NPC in the game. Well, in year 1 we couldn't get Kent because Kent is year 2, but we got every single other NPC, including Leo. So that was the big challenge completed. We also got all the birthdays, which was great as well. What an amazing adventure. I'm just going to show you a bonus day, day 101. Krobus moves into the house. He gives us a strange bun. And he says he tries to make human food. You can eat it later. Thanks, Krobus. And we hug each other. You can't beat a nice bro hug. And that is basically the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. So that concludes our 101 day challenge. I really hope you enjoyed it. I will upload the next Stardew Valley video in the next few days, so as per usual, stay tuned for those, and I can't wait to see you on my first stream on Friday. I'm a bit nervous, but at the same time I'm really excited. So if you're around Friday, if you don't have much to do, pop into the stream and say hi, and we can have a nice chat while we're relaxing and playing Stardew Valley. I hope you have a great day as per usual. I'll see you soon. Bye.